Hey guys, it's Jackie from Jack Gets Lost in a Book, and I did a bit of. I got a bit carried away at the bookstore today. Now of course, for half of you, most of you guys, this will probably be nothing amount. But to me, this is a lot, and this is something that my mom would, if my mom had picked me up, she'd be like, "Really? Did you need to get all those books?" But I have no self control. And I couldn't decide which one to give up. I mean, I probably should have given up put one of the hard books back, but I couldn't resist. I have a problem. Help me, please. Seriously, I have a problem. I have no self control. All I gotta say is, thank God I have a job now, a permanent job now. So, and I'm working this week, so I'll get a paycheck soon. So, anyway. I couldn't wait. I couldn't resist I couldn't put another book back. So, if you watch my video on top 10 books on my TBR that I need to read, I mentioned those last two books in the Lunar Chronicles series, or at least of the main series, because she has written a lot of, she has started writing the Wires and Nerve graphic novel, which is about Aiko. Aiko. I think her name is Aiko. Which I do want to read that, but I did hear from Murphy Napier that it's not that great, so that made me a little reluctant to pick it up. And I don't read graphic novels regularly. I do have a few, I have the ElfQuest graphic novels, which again, that is a great book. I mean, that is a great graphic novel from the little bit I've read. It's really cool. It has a new spin on the whole elf storyline, and it's really cool. And then I have Gotham Sirens and the Hatter graphic novel from the Looking Glass series, which that was an accident. That one, I did not realize that was a graphic novel when I had my mom order it, because I don't order stuff online because my mom doesn't want me to put my information on there. She doesn't feel comfortable with it. So I don't buy when I buy stuff online unless I'm using a gift card. My mom helps me out with that. But anyway, and by the way, as I said before, even though, yes, I constantly blame my mom for certain things, I love my mom very much. She has good reasons for doing everything, and I don't mean to push her under the bus. I'm not trying to push her under the bus, okay? Even though I say a lot of times, my mom won't give me a new bookshelf, or my mom won't let me do this, or my mom won't approve of this. I feel bad that I keep doing that. I mean, thankfully, my mom does not watch my booktube videos, because I would feel horrible, and it would come off as me pushing her under the bus. Which I don't mean, I don't mean it that way. I don't mean to push her under the bus. But anyway, yes, so I finally got the paperback edition of Winter, because I did not want to get the hardback. I wanted to get the paperback because I already have the paperback editions of the first 3 novels. And I wanted to get the same paperback, and the hardback is not cheap, which, although, ironically, 2 of the books I bought today were hardback ones, but I couldn't resist, and I have a problem. But yes, I got this one. Hopefully that I don't get any surprises with this one like I did with Cinder. Cinder had, I don't know if you watched my video, but I can't remember which video it was where I talked about my purchasing of Cinder, and that one, the pages were in upside down, so in out of order, but I wanted to read it, and even though I've already read it, I still wanted to read it in the moment, and I know that, and I was reminded that, that book might be worth something because it's a different copy. It's a kind of a deformed copy, so it could potentially be worth something in the future. Not that I would ever get rid of it, but because it's a book. Why would I get rid of a book? But yeah, so I finally bought this one today, along with 4 other books. So, I bought this one, and I bought this one, Roseblood, by A.G. Howard. This is a Phantom of the Opera retelling. Now, I haven't read the original Phantom of the Opera novel, but I have read the but I have seen the play, the music. I have seen the musical, the rock opera musical. I have it on Blu-ray, the movie version of it, starring Gerard Butler and Emmy Rossum, and I've seen the stage show. So I basically know the story. I mean, there's certain details that are different that they gloss over in the stage show, in the movie. And I bought this book at the bookstore called Phantom, which is kind of the backstory of the Phantom. And from what I've seen, what I know in the musical, we realize that he was part of a gypsy troupe who used him because of his deformity, his burned face. So I'm probably gonna find out in Phantom, what happened, why his face was disformed like that. Like if he was born that way or something happened to him when he was a child. I don't know. But yeah, so I mean, I know the basic story. It's not like I'll be confused or anything. But yeah, I bought this. Yeah, she's A.G. Howard is the one who wrote the Splintered series. The one that's Alice in Wonderland retellings. I guess she's one of those authors who likes doing retellings. I love this cover. This cover is so beautiful with the woman with the curly black hair that it looks like it's part of the tree branches, the thorny branches her hair is, and then of course the mask and everything. So maybe she's the Phantom character. Maybe it's not just a retelling, but maybe it's a reversal where it's like the girl is the Phantom character. But yeah, I got this one because again, I have no self-control. Of course, 2 books is not that bad. Like I said, this is, I didn't just buy 2 books. I bought 5 books, and for me, that's a lot. I know for most of the booktubers, that is probably nothing to you guys, but for me, that's a lot. The next one, okay, so I love Beauty and the Beast, and I have not read a lot of Beauty and the Beast retellings. I read the only one I read so far is Avatar, and I was a little disappointed. I mean, that was still a decent book, but the book went, by the second book, the Beast, the character who was kind of representative of the Beast, turned out to be an asshole. By the second book, and she was with a different guy. If you've read the book, you know what I'm talking about. And it disappointed me, because it's like, Beauty and the Beast is my all-time favorite fairy tale. Like, the Disney version anyway. I mean, the original fairy tale, it was like, really? That's all they do is have dinner together? And he keeps asking her to marry him? Asking her to marry him? Like, this kind of, the original fairy tale is kind of disappointment. But, yeah, so, like, I love the Disney movie. It's one of my all-time favorite Disney musical movies, anime musical movies. And I was like, why does the Beast why does the guy in Avatar turn out to be an asshole? Why does the guy that was supposed to be the Beast character an asshole? I mean, it's just so disappointing. It's like, no, that is my favorite fairy tale. Why are you ruining my favorite? Why is Sarah J. Maas doing that to me? Which, that's why I have issue. That's why when one of the book tags I did, there was a question that said, name an author that you have trust issues with, and she was the author I chose, because sometimes she does things that I don't agree with, and it like drives me crazy. Other times I still love her, and her storytelling is amazing in her writing style, but I mean, of course, she has her issues that are things that don't necessarily bother me, but they bother the rest of the booktube community. Well, not the rest, but but I am aware of those issues. Like, I am aware that she's not as diverse as she could be in her stories. But anyway, so I remember my friend Terry, she bought this because she also is a huge fan of Beauty and the Beast too. And she bought this one. I hadn't gotten around to buying it yet, and I know when I first heard about it, I had wanted to buy it. So, I hadn't gotten around to it yet. So I finally decided to buy it. And at some point I'll probably buy Crimson Bound as well, which is kind of a Little Red Riding Hood retelling. But I definitely want to get more into retellings and like read more of them, especially if they're stories that I like. I love the original, or I love a screen version or a play version of the story of the fairy tale. So yes, I bought this. And then the next one I bought was another retelling of Beauty and the Beast, and that is Hunted by Megan Spooner. I could not remember the author because I was dumb and did not take down the author. I didn't write the author's names down. I wrote the title of the book down on a piece of paper, but I did not write the author's name. And then, of course, after I was asking one of the sales clerks if they could find where, I was telling them I couldn't find the book and I didn't remember the author's name. I actually, while I was talking to her, the last name just popped into my head. But to be fair, I wasn't 100% sure. So I just talked to the ones that are more the sales clerks that were my age, because the one I talked to was an older woman. So I talked to the ones that were more familiar with the YA section. And she confirmed that the author I was thinking about in my head was the author of the novel. But I remember one of my favorite booktubers, Murphy Napier, loves this novel. It's one of her favorite retellings of Beauty and the Beast. So I finally got around to buying it. And of course, this is one of the hardbacks I should not have bought, but I did. Starbound? Oh my god, is this the same author who wrote, oh my god, oh my god, is this the same author who wrote I'll have to look at it later, but I wonder if this is the same author who wrote the Across the Universe novel, because I just bought that one from a library sale at my sister's library. So that'd be cool. That means I'll have 2 books by the author. But yeah. So yes, I bought this one. Even though it was a hardback and I should have had self-control and not bought it. I guess I'm gonna be donating to books. But I mean, that's what but technically the deal was that, yes, I can buy a lot of books, but I also have to get rid of a lot of books too. As in donate them, not throw them away. Because there was a self-help book that Peter Likes Books talked about on his video. And apparently, in the self-help book, the author talks about how her brother ends up throwing away a whole bunch of books. It's like, really? Seriously? Why would you do that? Can't you just donate them? I mean, are you crazy? Okay. Sorry about that, but my dog, as I've said before in past videos, my dogs cannot make up their minds. Sometimes they want to be in my room, and sometimes they don't. They just want to be with somebody, and I like keeping my door closed when I'm filming these videos. So, but yeah, I was like, are you crazy? Did that person's brother actually throw away their books, or did they just get rid of them and donate them? But no, he said he didn't answer my comment about it, but yes, I think, he said throw away. It's like, seriously? Why would you do that? I mean, can't you just donate your books? Or give them to someone else? Give them to a friend or something? Don't throw away your books. That's crazy. I mean, it's good that you want to minimize. I mean, that's an ideal thing to be a minimalist. Of course, I could never be a minimalist. I like, there's a lot of cute little things that I like, and I like when my space is full of stuff, and where I'm surrounded by things, because I am a bit of a materialistic person. Like, I mean, come on, I bought 5 books today. What does that tell you? And also I like those, like, things like Funko Pops and stuff like that. Of course, she would probably, be like, why would you waste your money on those little plastic toys? Especially if you're not going to play with them. Because, I mean, they're toys. To a lot of people, they would look like, they're like toys. But yeah, I'm not a minimalist. But it's a great thing, and, you know, it's an ideal thing, but I couldn't be one. And I mean, especially if it required you to throw away your books. Why would you do that? You're basically wasting your money. You spent your money on those books, and now you're throwing them away? It's like a waste. Just donate them or something. Don't throw them away. If you need to get rid of them to declutter and make space for your stuff, then, or if you would rather start downloading books on like one of your e-reader, then don't throw your actual physical books. Don't throw them away. Just donate them to a charity, or give them to a friend who would appreciate that. Don't throw them away. Why would you do that? That bugged me as soon as I heard him saying that. And it bugged him too. I mean, he said that he couldn't believe that the person did that. But, to each their own. I mean, it's crazy, but, you know. Okay, so the last book, last hard book I bought was The Hazelwood. This just came out, so it would be a while before the paperback edition came out, and I couldn't wait. I just had to buy it. And hardback books are beautiful. Like, I definitely understand why people spend $20 or more on hardbacks, because these are beautiful books. I mean, they have lovely covers, and you can take off the cover if you want, if you don't like it. There's nothing on this part, but inside the book, it's really pretty. You know, it has this pretty little wallpaper-like image. Or I think it's flowers, like dandelions or something. And it's so beautiful, and I couldn't resist. I had to buy it. I couldn't decide which one to put back. And I had been hearing about this on BookTube a lot, and if I watched any videos today where they talked about the Hazelwood, I would have regretted not buying it. But, you know, I almost put back Cruel Beauty, but then I knew that my friend Terry had read that book, and I've been trying to get her to read ACOTAR, because it's still a good book, and I want her to read it to get to Court of Mist and Fury. So, you know, I decided, you know what, she had wanted me to read this book, so we could talk about it, and so I decided to keep that one, and then I wanted to get Winter, because, well, you know, I had the rest of the books in the series, and even though I said, oh, I could wait, because I've already read it and everything, so I know what happens and all that, but I just couldn't wait any longer. I mean, I guess I could have waited a week, because in a week I would be going to stay with my grandma, and then I could have bought that copy at Barnes & Noble. I could have bought this one at Barnes & Noble too, or the other one at Barnes & Noble, but like I said, I have no self-control. I have a problem. And I'm sure all of you guys can relate to that. Like I said, I know to most of you this is not much, but to me this is a lot. I mean, I spent like $70. You know, but like I said, it's a good thing I have a job now, a permanent job. I mean, I don't get paid a lot, but it's still, you know, I still have money coming in regularly. So anyway, those are my book purchases today. So what have you guys been reading lately? Have you bought any books lately? And if you liked this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel if you like this video. All right, bye!